Pranam guys, I'm Kushi Chauhan and in today's video we are going to talk about overthinking. Is overthinking good or a bad for you? If it's giving you more good results, then it's really good for you because you're becoming like a problem solver for your own life. But if it's giving you more bad results, then you start self-sabotaging your own self, self-hating your own very self. If you want to correct it, if you want to manage this overthinking, so this video is for you. Let's start this video. Firstly, what is overthinking? It's a very big word, overthinking, but it's a combination of two different words. Firstly, it's over. Over basically means here you are doing or thinking of something on a loop. You're doing something on a loop very oftenly. And thinking consists of a thought. You have a thought and you start thinking of it. You start giving it more attention, more focus to the thoughts. So if we combine these two big words together, then it becomes overthinking. You do have a thought and you start putting your all attention, your all focus to it, and you start making it your life existence because you're giving more energy to it and you're giving a pattern, you're giving it all the attention and making it work on a loop for you. And this overthinking can give you a results which is so much beneficial than you can ever think of. Because think of a person who doesn't have a thinking pattern, who don't have a thought. So they are declared as a brain dead person. That person is a brain dead. That person doesn't have a brain which is working. If you don't have a thought, if you're not having this overthinking, basically your brain is not working. Because these thoughts are just like a basic unit for you to work on something in life. So if you want to dive more deeper into this overthinking, so let's start with this new example, like an example which can give you more brief about this overthinking. So think that you are a student and you have to submit an assignment in just 1 hour because you just forget about something called deadline, and now you have submit this assignment within just 60 minutes. You do have 60 minutes and you have to submit it, and that assignment is a written assignment. So you do have a bigger issue. You do have a thought that you need to submit it within just 1 hour. So firstly, your task 1, you do have a task 1 that you need someone to help you. So you reach out to your friend. You need to give yourself more clarity. First thing is that you need to give yourself more and more clarity, that you need to have a person who can give you a help in return of something called assignment. They can give you their assignment to copy. So your friend is ready to help you. This is your first task, that your friend is ready to help you. So what you do here, you give yourself clarity that I have to do the assignment within just 1 hour, so I have to approach someone. That's your clarity. You're not giving your vague statement, those general statement to your mind. You have to give more specific statement that I have to reach to someone. And then you're taking aligned action. You approach your friend. That's a aligned action. Now you have one, not only one friend, you do have 5 friends who can help you, in writing that assignment. Because you take the aligned action, now the universe is actually working with you. So you do have 5 friends, and including you now the total number of persons here is 6. You have 60 minutes and you have 6 people. So if someone, you have to think right now how many pages one has to do, one has to complete. So you have to give your thinking pattern, your thought more clarity, that you have to complete the task within 60 minutes and one person has to do at least 10 pages. That is the clarity, that you have to go for something called 10 pages. Everyone has to do 10 pages. every single person has to do 10 pages. That's more clarity. And give more, if you giving yourself more clarity, just tap into the vibration that you can do it and your friends can do it too. So now you have to take the aligned action. The aligned action is that tell them that everyone should do at least 10 pages. So now what happened? Everyone has to do 10 pages, 6 people, 60 minutes. It's all done. So your problem is solved. And still you have an issue, like you do have a thought like, if I'm not able to complete it. So you just have to say to yourself, I'm doing my best, I'm giving my best, I know it's going to be possibly the result I wish to have. So you're making your overthinking work out for you. In many cases, if you just think of this scenario where if you're not going to give yourself more clarity, how many pages are there, how much time I have, so what you're going to end up with, you're not going to submit the assignment. But now you give your own self the more clarity that you have 6 people, 60 minutes, everyone should write 10 pages. So there's a more clarity here. There's 3 different tasks. First task is that you need to know how many pages were there, how many people are going to work with you. And before that, this is the second task. The first task is that you are thinking of when to do the thing, how to approach someone, who to approach. That's your first task. So you give yourself the more clarity in it. Because of this, you become a problem solver. And in many cases, like people who is in higher authority, so what happened inside your brain, you can't actually raise your voice against those people because you know that it's your mistake, you have done something, but because you're feeling so much disgraced by them, you feel that they disowned you, they just make you feel so uncomfortable in that situation. You start hating them inside your mind. You're giving yourself those thoughts, those vibration you're tapping in, and you're taking those aligned actions. Start nothing to do with instead of them, in front of them. But after they went away from you, you start back bitching because your mind is now working completely not in your favor. You're making your mind to work on those thoughts like an enemy. So you have to think that firstly you need to give yourself, if you do have an overthink, it's a good for you. You have to give yourself more clarity how to do that thing, and then just tap into the vibrations and then take the aligned actions. So it becomes your problem solver friend for you. And if you think about those big scientists, we do have big scientists, one who discovered the gravity, the law of gravity. We can't even discover the law of gravity because we are not having those much of clarity in our mind what to do next. Firstly, we have to think if we do have an issue, what to do next. Just give yourself more clarity. Not those clarity basically means specifically you have to mention what you do next, not how much, not like a vague statement, I have to do this thing. You have to like, I am going to do this by this time or that time. That you have to go with. That is an attitude. Firstly, you have to develop that attitude, then just go with the clarity. Vibrations is most important, and then third is just aligned actions. If you are going with this approach, you are going to be a person who can help your own self with your whole overthinking pattern. Because if you are a person who is thinking like, oh, my overthinking is really bad, overthinking makes me a person who feels so much disgraced on my own self. No, overthinking is the best thing for you to help you in many ways. You just want something, you have to give yourself more information about it. How to stop overthinking? You don't have to stop overthinking. You stop giving focus to the things which you don't have to do. Just give more attention to the things or those habits like reading a book. Give yourself more information. Feed yourself, feed your mind with good things. That makes you think about those thoughts which are really positive. We do have thousands of thoughts in 1 second, and you can just decide if you're going to give it more attention or more focus. It depends on you. Overthinking has never been a bad thing. You are making it bad. That's the thing. So if you correct yourself a little bit, you just have to move yourself, or just try to make your habit to start reading or start feeding your mind with good things, and that can make good impact in your life. So if you have an issue with overthinking, you can now resolve it. I feel that you can resolve it. So if you like this video, please don't subscribe my channel, of course, and like this video, comment down below your overthinking issues, and I will see you next. Till then, bye bye.